Alright everyone, this is Ryan here, and what I'm going to give you guys today is a Gears of War 3 multiplayer beta commentary whereby I issue tips and tricks to help you get better at the game if you aren't familiar with it, or you just want to be better. I'm not a pro, so obviously I can't give the best tips out there, but I can consider myself a good player, and hopefully you'll find these tips useful. Anyway, the best advice I'm going to give you is that the shotgun is king. It has been in every Gears game, and whilst you can argue that the Retro Lancer and such can handle up to any shotgun, having the skill of using the shotgun well in this game is probably your best ally. So there are two shotguns, you've got the Nasher and the Sawed-Off. The Nasher takes a while to get used to, and what I advise is to only aim down your sights when you think they are going to roll, and know that you're going to get a clean shot, because if you aim down your sights all the time, you ain't moving much, and that leaves you exposed to gunfire with someone who's good at blind firing the Nasher. And that's what you got to get used to. You need to learn how to use the Nasher with blind firing. A big tip would be, instead of just constantly pressing the right trigger, hoping you'll get the hit, is instead wait and make sure your shots count, because that is everything with the shotgun. If you miss, it could be all over, and it does take practice, but it's worth it. I play Gears 1 a lot, and Gears 2, and now Gears 3, so I know how the Nasher operates when you see me in the gameplay, in terms of the blind fire. And whilst you might die a lot more, you'll get used to it, and it'll pay off. And as for the Sawed-Off shotgun, you need to figure out its true range. Don't ever aim down sights, it's god awful, and let the enemy come to you. I'd advise playing the waiting game, because the Sawed-Off shotgun, whilst it can be cheap, it's best used when you're right in their face. And make sure you get an active reload after you shoot, because that is deadly important. And obviously, you know, active reloads are very important with every gun, but the Sawed-Off is more so. And also, when using it, you've got to learn to wall bounce. Wall bouncing is not mashing ALOs to escape, and it's quite hard to pull off and explain. Basically, when you fire off that Sawed-Off shotgun and kill someone, and if someone else is around, they're probably going to be shooting at you, and you need to figure out where you are exposed. If you take cover and go over it, you're probably going to get killed. You've got to be rolling a lot and taking cover in odd places, and never go over things. Always go round, and then probably roll to the left or right, where there's more cover. It's quite hard to explain, but it works a lot of the time. Another tip would be, when you down someone, blind fire them until they are dead, and roll back. If people are behind you, they most likely won't react or expect it, and you'll be behind them. The tables have turned, and then you'll be able to take them out probably as well. If you down someone and blind fire them for a second or so, and they're still not dead, and you're getting shot at the same time, just move away and take the kill from a distance. It'll be more worth it. Another tip I like to give is that play each assault rifle's strengths. The Lancer, you want to get people from a distance, as well as the Hammerburst. Don't go into an area such as the top half of Thrashable thinking you can take people out with both those assault rifles, because they don't have much stopping power or damage, and people can just roll out of the way, and before you know it, you've got a shotgun to the face. So use a shotgun probably, or the Retro Lancer. The Retro Lancer is a bit different, because I wouldn't advise using the bayonet charge unless you're really confident with it, but I would blind fire it most times and get close, but not too close. You've got to think about what they're using by either the sound of the gun or how much damage you're taking. Is it a shotgun or is it an assault rifle? If it's an assault rifle, take it on, but if it's a shotgun, step back, you might get downed. I'd aim down sights occasionally, but not too often. Only aim down sights until the recoil is at its fullest, and then wait for it to reset. There isn't much else to say about the weapons really, it just mostly takes practice. People will be better than you with the shotgun, lance or whatever. You just gotta play the waiting game a lot, but within that there's a big problem, and that's the power weapons. You want to secure and learn the location of these weapons fast. I honestly wouldn't bother getting the fire or ink grenades, they just seem too weak. Instead I would head over to the boom shot or torp bow, something more valuable. Whilst those grenades can send enemies away, they won't kill them most times, and killing is what you really want to do. You don't want to go to power weapons alone unless you're completely confident as well. You need to also think about previous games. Which power weapons have annoyed you the most? The Molotov Thrashball, the Boom Shot, and Old Town? You need to secure those fast. And another tip, whilst smokes are improved, I wouldn't use them during a gunfight. Whilst they might stun the enemy, they're only going to roll away. But talking about smoking, here's another tip. If you're holding LB, you get the Tapcom, and if a sandstorm is coming over trenches or someone throws a smoke grenade, you can see the outline of the enemy if you're holding LB, but whilst holding it, you cannot shoot. So whilst you're doing that, you want to hold LB, see the enemy, get out of it, and then go for him. It's a pretty neat thing. And whilst I haven't really got any more tips for the maps, I suppose it's more about the gunplay, and that's what I think you should know about. It's mostly, pretty much to get used to the location of the power weapons, use strange outlets of cover while evading, and always thinking before you go in. Obviously you won't get it right all the time, but let's say you have a gunfight with someone near the ink grenade. You want to kill this guy, but his buddy's just picked up those ink grenades and he's coming towards you. You want to divert that action away so you don't have the trouble with the ink grenade on your side. You want to get clean shots, take him down fast, and if you don't kill him, just leave it. And talking about leaving people alone, sometimes it can work in your favour. If you have 2 or 3 people around, the enemies that is, and one of them is down, get a bit closer, wait for them to be revived, and then you can kill them both with a sword off or something like that. Risk and luck plays its part in Gears, but to me it's more about the knowledge, giving clear callouts, working as a true team, never being alone, and being patient. All those things will give you success. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if it seems a little bit rushed. I understand that some things might not be as clear, as I didn't give any demonstrations, but whatever, 13 kills, 2 deaths on checkout. Not my best game, but I hope you enjoyed it and found these tips useful. You want to, know about in terms of what you can improve on and such like that, let me know in the comments down below. I'd be happy to reply. Anyway, this has been Ryan, also known as Mr. Mighty MZD. You already know that. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it or found it useful, and subscribe for more videos. Thank you for watching, and take care.